everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Haven't done a video on this topic in a while, obviously, and it's regarding the Corvette Z06. As many of you know, I was hoping to get a 70th anniversary pearl white convertible. Cards just wasn't in play on this for this year. I did come very close. Last Friday, I got called to come have a spec ready, but there was, I was informed that there was a couple people in front of me, but there was a chance that they may pass for a 24, being how close to the next year model we was. So I went ahead and put my spec in. Every single option that I wanted was available, but I had to wait. One person passed, the next person took it. So, is what it is. Back to the drawing board. Now we got to look at 24, a couple new colors. Unfortunately, the pearl white is not going to be one of them. They did extend the carbon flash black. So I'm going to kind of go through and just make a video of the spec that I want. Unfortunately, again, prices have increased this year. Definitely, I still want to do museum delivery, even though it's $500 more. I do want to do that. The big thing for me is going to be the color, what to go with color. My very first Corvette was a C6, 2007. It was Victory Red. I really liked that red. That red was replaced with Torch Red, which is available on the C8. It's been available basically since, C6, I guess C6 generation, near the end of C6 generation on up. And even before Victory Red was Torch Red, I believe, for some C5s. But, so I am kind of considering Torch Red. I also had a Velocity Yellow C6. I had a Corvette Racing Yellow C7 Z06. I had a Night Race Blue Metallic. That was a really dark blue. Looked great in the sun, though. Had a lot of metal flake in it. So I'm kind of thinking between a red and a yellow. Cacti is a new color this year, but I don't know. I haven't seen it in person yet. My friends got some. They're ordering some through the dealer on a Chevrolet Trax, and whenever one of those comes in, I do want to go and look at the car just to see the color in person. Everybody says that it's different in person. Pictures don't really show it good. So I'd like to see that. The Sea Wolf Gray is pretty cool. My Z01 1LE is satin steel metallic, but the Sea Wolf Gray does look pretty cool. I mean, it's almost got like a, at least the pictures I've seen, it's almost kind of got like a matte looking type, but it is gloss. It's almost like you just dumped liquid paint on a car, like just in it. Wasn't dry yet is kind of the look to it. That's the only way I can describe it. They still have rapid blue. I don't want to go rapid blue. I don't want to go white. I don't want to go black. I don't want to go carbon flash. Carbon flash would be kind of cool, though, I will say, but I want the contrast with the carbon flash roof, so obviously the carbon flash car, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get the boomerangs or carbon flash, so I don't think I want to go with that. Because I'm also looking at, if I go yellow, I would probably go with the black interior, and then maybe just yellow stitching. But if I go red, I think I want to go the two-tone, the adrenaline red with the black. I think would look good. But I'm going to do some build here just to show you kind of what I'm thinking. Kind of go through some different colors just to see what it looks like, and then you guys can comment down below what you guys think. Like I said, unfortunate news, didn't get the car. This year there was people out there that told me you're not going to get this car, and they were right. But I will say I was very close, and so if my dealer would have got more, I definitely would have got one this year. But they ended up with this bonus allocation only getting 5 Z06s for the whole year. But anyway, I'm going to get through and go through the build. E-rays are also out. So we are at the Chevrolet.com site and going into vehicles. Performance, as you can see, not a whole lot of options anymore from Chevrolet. Even cars, I mean, they only have the Malibu now for cars in North America. It's crazy. But if you go to SUVs, they got about 17 different versions. So anyway, Z06, as you can see, they do have starting price listed, and that's where I'm just not believe in the whole, them not showing the price, because you can literally take this price and then there's prices online and you can add it up yourself. I mean, MSRP is not, should not be difficult. I think they're still just working on the site. But we're going to go through and we're going to spec I'm going to spec the Z06 first, and I'll show you what E-ray I would spec if I was going to do an E-ray. So build and price. And this is what everybody's talking about, where it says see a dealer for pricing. Some of the speculation is that everybody wants they want to just let dealers just charge whatever they want, but I don't believe that's what the deal is. Trims, I would do the 3LZ. Exterior, that one's actually I'm going to start off with a torch red. Wheels, I mean, I kind of kicked around the carbon fiber. I do know there's a lot of, concern from people, but if I did carbon fiber, I would not do visible. I don't want the visible carbon fiber, simply because on my yellow C7 Z06, it had the carbon fiber hood insert, which my ZL11LE also has that. And I haven't had a problem on the ZL1, but on that Corvette Z06, the carbon fiber actually, the clear coat, it's like it delaminated underneath it, and I had to have the entire hood replaced. Like, they tried to repaint it, you couldn't fix it. That's my only concern with going with visible, is I would think if you had to repair the other, as far as a touch-up or something, I think obviously it'd be easier. So right now I am kicking around going with the carbon fiber wheels. Interior, this is the package I'm talking about, the Adrenaline Red with the leather and the microfiber inserts. Obviously I want to do stealth package. I kind of toyed with doing the carbon fiber 2, but I think carbon fiber 1 would be better. I'm a little concerned that this area right here would get scratched up. I don't know. I don't guess it would that much, but pretty much where all the red is would be carbon fiber if you did carbon fiber 2. So I'm kind of wanting the red. I definitely don't want the full red though, the dipped. I don't want that. I do want competition seats. So I think this would be if I go torch red, this would definitely be the interior that I would go with. It just looks really nice. That's for sure the one I would do. And then seat belt, obviously red. Like I said, competition seats. If Z07's available when I get the car, I'm going to go Z07. Just, don't know how much tracking I would do. Probably none. I mean, honestly, I've not even taken my Z01 to the track, which is like heresy because, it's a 1LE. But, it does handle more like a track car. Z07 is obviously going to handle more like a track car, but I've not driven in a Z07 or Z06, C8, but I can just about guarantee that the ride will not be as stiff in that car as it is in the ZL1 1LE. So I'm pretty sure whatever version I go to with Mag Ride is going to be like comfort compared to what I'm driving now. But what I'm driving now, I'm not complaining at all because I love it. I don't have any issue with it. I am kind of a, Jake fan. I do like the Corvette racing. That's the reason why I'm thinking on the yellow as well. I would get the decal package because the C7 Z06 I had was a C7R edition package. So I do like the graphics on it. So options, these are the options I've selected for exterior. Would obviously go with just carbon fiber or carbon flash painted carbon fiber. Dark stealth, I didn't mark that. I do want, the dark logos, black lug nuts. Let's see. Do want to do the roof. That's also the reason why I want to go carbon flash on all the ground effects, spoiler, all that stuff. There are some crazy prices on some of this stuff. If you wanted to just totally go visible carbon fiber, gosh, you got to be able to get this car probably to 200K by now. I mean, the intake boomerangs that go on the side of the car, which if you're if you're not sure what people are talking about, this right here, you can get in carbon fiber now, apparently, and that's price is, let's see, what was it, almost $3,400. The door sills, where are they at? They're on here somewhere. They're like $2,000. Maybe I missed it. Oh, I'm sorry. They're on the interior. But yeah, they're like 2,000, not like 1,900 and some dollars. I do want to do Corvette Museum delivery. I'd said that before. I was definitely planning on doing that this last year. But, mechanical options. Obviously, the Z07 package comes with the carbon ceramic brakes, black exhaust, front lift. If I was going to do the, clear or opening for the engine, I would go with the red engine intake. They do show the Corvette engine build. I've also heard from others that are saying that that's probably going to be a really late arrival if they even do it at all. Interior options. Obviously, I want to get the all-weather floor mats just because I'm going to daily drive this car. So I definitely want the all-interior weather floor mats. Don't have to worry about red stitching if I go with the interior choice I'm wanting to do. Stealth interior I do want to do. Like I said, I'm looking at carbon fiber interior package 1 instead of the second one. There's the door sill plates. $1,995 for 2 carbon fiber door sill plates. That's crazy to me. But hey, but that's cool because they do offer lots of stuff for people to spec. So this is pretty much what I'm looking at. Obviously, there's no pricing here right now. If I went with carbon fiber wheels, it's the spec that I was very close to being able to turn in for the 70th anniversary convertible came out to be like $159,210, and that's crazy. But this one's, if I go carbon fiber wheels, it's probably gonna be closer to like 170. It's another 10K on there. So I got to decide on that. I don't know if I'm really going to do that or not, if I want to do the carbon fiber wheels or not. I could just go with black. I mean, I like the spider design as well. They look good. Either one looks good. But so that's how the build is I would do if I was going to go red, torch red. I think that looks pretty good. Pretty nice stance and build. I don't think I would change the mirror covers. I'd just keep them red because you got the black red, everything's black, red. I think that would be a really cool, stunning spec. But the yellow also, looks pretty crazy too. I mean, if you went accelerate yellow, which is going to ask me for color combo, that's just because I've got the red interior. I would not keep the red interior if I went yellow. I'm not doing Ronald McDonald, no way. But I would, if I did do yellow, I definitely would go with the edge yellow brake calipers. And I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a tough choice between red yellow. That's kind of what I think I'm come down to though right now. Obviously, if I do interior with it, I'm going to go with the solid black interior, and then go with yellow stitching, and obviously yellow seat belt because you couldn't, that would make no sense to go with torch red seat belt with yellow car. I'm very, very torn on this, guys. I mean, it could go either way on this. But I would do the yellow stitching. So this is what this car would look like. If it'll load, I don't know. There we go. I mean, that thing really does pop. I mean, it definitely does have that highlighter yellow. That color does. I don't know, man. It is, gosh, it's going to be such a tough call. When I look at both of them side by side, I really think yellow, just because it shows the lines off so well. Man, that's a tough call. Interior, though, I think the red black looks better. I wish they had a yellow black interior like that. That'd be killer. But they don't. But this looks good too. I mean, the stitching, it's phenomenal job on stitching. So I don't know. I might just have to do the yellow, guys. I'm telling you. You let me know in the comments what you think. But I am definitely leaning towards the yellow right now. Just that stitching pops in that. That's, I mean, it just, I don't know. It's got that just glow feel to it with all the yellow stitching everywhere. I mean, that really looks good. But that's the spec I would do for a Z06. Let's load this up and let's do an E-ray real quick, just to show you a price. If I had to pick an E-ray, I'm just going to go with the same Accelerate Yellow. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go something different on this, just so, you know, since you guys have already seen the yellow. But build and price, E-ray, I would have to go 3LZ. I'm going to put cacti on here. We're just going to put the cacti on because, you know, I know Mike Brinkaspeed loves cacti. That's like his favorite. Just giving him a hard time. He's not a fan of the cacti. Now, see, when you look at it from that angle, it does have, you know, I wouldn't say like a sea mist green, but I don't know, it's a little bit better, but I do keep thinking like the green on the Family Truckster for Lampoon's Vacation. I don't know, something about that just keeps popping in my mind when I see cacti. And nothing, you know, and like I said, I have not seen this color in person. It may just be fantastic when you see it in person. Wheels. This is where I was talking about earlier too. The build configurator. Oh, I got that thing's marked for that. Like if you mark carbon fiber wheels, it doesn't change. The center cap changes if you watch. The center cap changes, but the wheel doesn't change. So I'm just going to put the gloss black. I think those are a pretty neat looking wheel. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say that they're the Wish version of the carbon fiber five star, but you heard it here first, folks. But they do look all right. My thing with cacti is what color brake calipers would you go with? I mean, I almost think you'd have to go with like edge yellow. I mean, I guess you could go red, but I mean, I think edge yellow would like pop. Let's see, interior. That's what I said before. If somebody, now this is something I think GM dropped the ball on. Artemis, you know, you can get Artemis, and that's basically what's really laid out to match with the cacti, but you cannot, at least on this build configure, you cannot get the suede, which I know there's folks out there that don't like suede, but I personally love the suede. If you clean it well and you don't, you know, neglect it, mine feels like it's brand new because I clean it pretty frequently, and especially with the way the Corvette steering wheel is, with that top part being carbon fiber on the E-Ray and the Z06. I mean, you're only having a little bit of suede on the sides. But that's my thing is if with Artemis, if you go with competition seats, it still doesn't kick. You can't get the suede. I don't understand that. I'm going to switch over here to options real quick and select stealth just so that we can see. And I'm also going to select carbon fiber package 1. All right, and go back to interior just to see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't allow suede on that. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, at least on the steering wheel. But they don't. They do not offer it. But if green's your color, or as a lot of people are saying, it looks almost like clay in person. It's not a bad color. I mean, it's it looks kind of cool. I like the competition, how it's got a little black and a little difference. But I just don't think it's for me. If you like that type of color, I don't know. Packages, the Zur package, it's has a little bit stiffer mag ride suspension. $500. That does change your all season tires to the sport tires, so keep that in mind if you do that. But I'm gonna tell you, the 4S's Sport 4S's are phenomenal tires. I've got them on my ZL1 1LE. That was the first thing I changed on my car, is took the Goodyear 3Rs off, because they are strictly track tires, especially if you daily drive it's in the rain at all. The Michelin Pilot Sport 4S is awesome. I mean, don't even notice the rain. I mean, it's crazy how good those tires are. So, I'm in Georgia, so winters don't get crazy cold down here. I mean, we might get some snow once in the winter, if that. And when it does snow, it shuts everything down anyway. And we've had some temperatures below 30 sometimes, but I've had no issues driving my ZL1 all year round. So I do want to add just to see what it looks like with the Jake package on there. I like the carbon flash exterior accents. I would probably select that if I was going to get E-Ray. And not because, it makes it look like a Z06. I just like the contrast. And I'm going to tell you, when the C8 first came out, the Z06, and that boomerang was shown, you can ask my wife, I was like, oh my gosh, what did they do? Why did they put that hideous looking boomerang on there? I was like, that makes no sense. But I guess it grew on me because I love the design now. I mean, anytime I see one, I'm like, man, that is awesome. That is just so cool. But I was not a fan at first. I will 100% admit that. I wouldn't do anything with the mirrors because, like I said, the mirrors are two-tone anyway. Black lug nuts. Let's see, what else could we do? Oh, here, maybe this is it right here. Convertible engine appearance package. Okay. Yeah, so right here it is. So yeah, just because you get this $495 one doesn't mean that you get the clear cover too. You're going to have to buy both of these. So keep that in mind when you're speccing your car. I would do museum delivery if I was doing it. I would want the carbon flash ground effects. I guess that's about it. Man, this car is way lower than the Z06. I mean, that tells you, though, for the money, the performance you're getting is pretty crazy. I mean, it is a lot less. Let's see what it looks like, what you guys think. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not, I think it kind of ranks up there with caffeine. Like, there's only going to be so many people that want caffeine. Oh, I forgot to put the nacelles in the, hold on. That'll make it look a little bit cooler. But caffeine was a unique color for sure. I did actually see one of those in person, not a Z06, but just a C8. And that car, which I had read that it's got the most metal flake of any car, that color did, and I would believe it because it just totally sparkled. So there you go. That would be an E-Ray, cacti. Like I said, I think the yellow, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I would do yellow for the brake calipers. I think maybe just doing, I don't know, I think I'd probably just go the regular brake caliper. I don't know, the yellow, I mean, it does stand out, but I don't know that would be that cool. But you tell me what you guys think. Colors are pretty cool. I'm going to go through at the end of the video. I'm just going to put a slide showing, of all the colors, of the new colors with the Z06. Obviously, the E-Ray, they're very similar as far as body designs. Same width tires, same width wheels. Only difference really the logo and the engine. And you can't get the big wing on the E-Ray, or at least from what I saw. I think you can get a high wing. It's just a different one. But anyway, and I would also change the exhaust tips to black. I forgot to do that, but that'd be something I would do. But for an E-Ray spec, I mean, you're talking 100 and, sub 135, the way I would spec it. 145 if you wanted to put the carbon wheels on. So carbon fiber wheels. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me kind of rant about not getting my Z06 for 23. Going to try for 24. Unless something just absolutely crazy happens, like I said, with a strike or some crap like that, there should not be a reason why I do not get a Z06 in 24. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Have a good one.